Hi, my name is Joshua Brown for the interview training company, howtobecome.com, and in this presentation, I will teach you how to pass your Publix interview. So if you have a Publix interview coming up for any role whatsoever, whether it's for a store assistant, cashier, team leader, or a role at the Publix head office, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish because I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by giving you a list of Publix interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for. I'll provide you with example high-scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed. I'll also make sure to give you some essential tips for passing your Publix interview before finally telling you how you can download further resources including all of the answers to help you to prepare. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want to help you to pass your Publix interview and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's take a look at that first Publix interview question that I recommend you prepare for, which is tell me about yourself. Now this interview question is one that frequently comes up as the very first interview question that you'll have to answer in a job interview. And this is your opportunity to talk about the skills and qualities you have. It's not your chance to talk about your home life or your personal life. Instead, focus on your passion for this role and the experience that you can bring to it. And finally, describe how you're going to add value to the Publix brand in the job role itself. So make sure you download that job description and focus on telling them how your skills are a perfect match for it. That's really, really important that you do that because that job description is your blueprint for answering these interview questions and scoring highly. So for example, if on that job description they state they're looking for someone who's a team worker or someone who's hardworking and professional, then make sure you use those exact words throughout your Publix interview answers. So here is a brilliant example answer to help you. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be interviewed for this position today. I'm a reliable employee who approaches every task with enthusiasm and energy. I'm confident that my positive attitude, advanced skill set and excellent customer service standards make me the ideal candidate for this role at Publix. Prior to submitting my application, I wanted to ensure that I would be a good match for this position at Publix. I took it upon myself to conduct research into the values and mission statements that Publix supermarkets are centered around. Intolerant of waste, involved as responsible citizens in our communities, passionately focused on customer value, devoted to high standards of stewardship for our stockholders, and dedicated to the dignity, value and employment security of our associates. Since I already value and exhibit these traits in my own personal and professional life, I believe that I'd be an excellent candidate for this position. Avoiding waste is something I'm particularly passionate about. Thus, the Publix principle, intolerant of waste, really speaks to me. At my previous place of work, I'm proud to have implemented a community program that gave individuals in need the opportunity to collect free produce at closing time that would expire the next day. If you hire me, I'm confident that I'll be able to integrate into the team swiftly, work hard under pressure, and act as a positive role model for the Publix brand. Wow, what a powerful way to kickstart your interview and answer that opening interview question. Tell me about yourself, or it may be worded as introduce yourself. That answer is really going to help you to be the standout candidate. Let's take a look at the next interview question, which is why do you want to work for Publix? Now, the hiring manager will want to know that you see their team and culture as a perfect fit, and they also want to know that your values match that of Publix beliefs and goals. They want to know that you want stable employment and that you have a genuine interest in Publix and the job role itself. So make sure you do your research. This is imperative that before you attend your Publix interview, you do your research about the company, because if you don't know anything about the company, then it shows the hiring manager that you don't care about Publix and you only care about the paycheck. So here is a great example answer to help you. Why do you want to work for Publix? As a loyal Publix customer, I can attest to the excellent quality of your produce, professionalism of your staff, and first-rate shopping experience you deliver to your customers. I want to work for a company in which I feel supported and empowered to grow for many years to come. As this is an important criteria of mine, I took it upon myself to connect with Publix employees via the social media platform LinkedIn. Everyone I've talked to has nothing but praise for the positive work environment that Publix fosters. I'm particularly impressed by your commitment to welfare and stability for your employees, providing staff with the opportunity to own a stake of the Publix brand. I also want to work for Publix as I've carefully reviewed the position's requirements, and I'm positive that I possess the knowledge, skills and traits necessary to uphold the excellent mission and values to which Publix are committed. My previous position has given me the opportunity to develop a personable and capable customer manner, as well as a resilient approach to problem solving. I very much enjoy working customer-facing roles, and I know I would love to continue this here at Publix. I am confident in my ability to deal with customer complaints quickly and effectively, and I understand the significance of making sure every shopper leaves a Publix store impressed with their purchases and the service that they receive. If given the opportunity, I am confident that I could excel in this position. Now don't go anywhere, as I still have more interview questions and answers to give you, but when you're ready, click that link in the top right hand corner. It'll take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my 21 Publix interview questions and answers for all job roles to give you the edge in your interview, including the ones we're covering right now. Okay, here's the next Publix interview question for you. Can you tell me the hours you're able to work? Now, for this interview question, your answer must demonstrate flexibility and that you wouldn't jeopardize the company by leaving them understaffed. My advice is to mention your preferences, but state that they are just preferences, and instead you will happily work the hours the company needs. Remember, the hiring manager wants to hear that you will help the company as and when it's needed. This includes during busy holiday periods, weekends, late night shifts, and covering for absent staff. So again, here is a brilliant example answer to help you. Can you tell me the hours you're able to work? If you hire me, I'd be willing to work flexible hours that best suit the needs of the business. Ideally, my preferred working hours would be working Tuesday through to Saturday. However, this is just a preference, and I would be more than happy to take on hours that would be most beneficial to this Publix store, including late night shifts and weekends. I'm flexible with my work commitments outside of work, and therefore I can be relied upon to work around the business's needs. For example, I understand that over the holiday period, Publix stores become very popular, and I would be willing to work extra hours over this time, and as much as needed. As a dedicated team member, I consider it my duty to help the company succeed by taking on any necessary extra shifts during busy periods. I am a highly dependable individual who you can rely on to arrive punctually before each of my shifts and cover unexpected gaps in the rota with little notice. Okay, that's a brilliant answer to that interview question. Can you tell me the hours you're able to work? Let's take a look at the next public interview question, which is, tell me about a time you helped another employee and what was the outcome? Wow, this is a difficult one. So Publix is well known for providing an excellent work environment that encourages uniqueness, inclusivity, diversity, and collaboration. That's an important word there, collaboration, because it's essential that you're the type of person who thrives in collaborating and that you have strong interpersonal skills. So my advice is to structure your answer using the STAR method when answering tough behavioural interview questions like this. So any question that asks you, tell me about a time or describe a time, that is a competency-based or behavioural type interview question. And my advice is to use the STAR method. So the STAR method stands for this. S is for situation. What was the situation you found yourself in? T is for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? And finally, R is for result. What was the end result for in your actions? So let's take a look at a fantastic example answer using the STAR technique to that interview question. Tell me about a time you helped another employee and what was the outcome? At my previous workplace, a new team member joined the administration department that I had worked in at the time. Having worked closely on a day-to-day basis for many years as a team, we'd all developed close-knit friendships with one another. I quickly noticed that it appeared my new colleague felt unincluded by the team, spending much of their lunch break alone each day and not interacting much with the team. I understood that joining such a close team could be an intimidating venture, so I made it my task to find a way of making him feel included and a valued team member of our administration team. I began by inviting him to join our out-of-work text chain. I then went out of my way to set up after-work drinks at a local bar for our team. I wanted to make sure I personally invited him, and I emphasised to him that his presence would be valued. Although my colleague initially felt isolated from the team, after making extra effort to include him, he quickly forged firm friendships with many of the team members. As a caring person, I felt a great sense of reward seeing him flourish in the team, which in turn increased team productivity and morale. Wow, what a powerful way to answer that interview question. Let's take a look at another question. How would you deal with a difficult or frustrated customer? What would you consider when dealing with them and why? Now, this is a really important one to get spot on. So dealing with difficult customers is a reality that many employees face. And in fact, the hiring manager at Publix is going to want to know that you're going to remain calm and professional, and that you'll always represent their company in a positive light at all times. That's really vital. So it's therefore not a surprise that it's essential for you to demonstrate that you will not be reactive or respond negatively at all. Instead, show that you have good customer service and communication skills, and that you are aware that you're representing the company and you can follow their policies. So here's an excellent example answer to help you. How would you deal with a difficult or frustrated customer? What would you consider when dealing with them and why? Working at Publix requires excellent customer service, and I understand that to deliver outstanding service, there will be times when I'll have to resolve complaints positively. When dealing with frustrated customers, I'm always conscious to remain calm. I'm aware that being frustrated or having an unprofessional manner back will reflect negatively on the brand as well as escalate the situation further. Instead, I'd listen carefully to the customer's concerns so I could fix the problem and find a solution. I'd smile and retain a bright and pleasant demeanour, since I feel this would help me ease whatever concerns the customer may be having. If a customer approached me in the store and they were unsatisfied with an item, I'd politely ask what they disliked about it and what could be done to resolve the issue for them. I'd pay great attention to the customer throughout and display strong listening skills, such as nodding to show that I understand, and I would express empathy if needed. I'd start to work on addressing the issue as soon as possible and inform them that I'd assumed responsibility for the situation and that I would make sure it was rectified. I'd always follow my training and the company's refund, exchange and other policies when dealing with a customer complaint. And I believe I would love this, since I find it rewarding to resolve difficulties and turn complaints into positive outcomes. Throughout my time dealing with a situation, if there's anything I wasn't sure about, I'd approach my supervisor or line manager for clarification. Now, in preparation for your Publix interview, I also recommend you prepare answers to the following questions. Tell me what you know about Publix in terms of our values and ethics. What are your strengths? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What is your biggest weakness? What is more important, fast or friendly service? Do you prefer working as part of a team, or are you better working alone? Describe a time when you've dealt with a difficult customer. How do you deal with conflict with a co-worker? What skills do you possess that you think would be an asset to our team here at Publix? Describe a time when you've managed multiple tasks all at once. At Publix, we pride ourselves on great service. What would you describe as great customer service? Why have you chosen to work for Publix over our competitors? And describe a time when you've shown flexibility. So the next thing to do, if you would like to download example answers to these and all of the toughest Publix interview questions, is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now. Head through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download these slides and get access to 21 Publix interview questions and high scoring answers to each question in a PDF guide. You can literally have access and the slides in your inbox within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like this one. And if you have any questions regarding any job interview at all, please feel free to put these in the comment section below where I'll get back to you. And finally, if you'd like to connect to me on LinkedIn, I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your interview. Have a fantastic day.